Hello, everyone. Again, it's been a long time coming for this entry. First things first, I'm not a student anymore. I haven't been for over a year. I haven't even been employed over a year, which I'll get into sometime later because as of this morning, I'll be heading out to my training for the job that I finally got uh, accepted into. That would be the lube technician. It's an automotive job that deals with oil changes, radiator cleaning, engine cleaning, some lubrication. It's all the basic stuff, nothing too complicated, and it's an entry level job. But I'll get into all the real hard struggles that I had to go with mentally and physically to look for a job that's accepting in the city I'm living in. Because I can say without a doubt it was not easy. It's it's about experience ultimately, which I'll get into later. But I don't want to be the type of person who sounds spiteful out of having to wait for so long for a simple job. And what piles on top of that is the time we're going through. Ever since the last entry that I put in, we were not experiencing a pandemic like we are now. It's been going on for almost a year. The entire year of 2020 is canceled, and it looks like if there's no vaccine, it's going to head into next year. Who knows when that will be? I can't trust the president anymore. Uh, I'm not saying that I regret or anything. I don't regret, is politically speaking, voting for him at the time. But now I have a decision, which I'll discuss later, to not vote. And that's my. I'm going to need encouragement again to do it. But it's just a choice. A lot of people are pitching in as well. I mean, I'm not doing it because of them. It's just my own choice. I don't want to vote. I mean, look what we got. Whoever wins, hey, take it like throw the basketball in the air and just whoever gets it first, rides the wave in that first quarter. I got this new microphone. This is my microphone. It's I don't even know if the settings are perfect, so I'll have to do it later in post production in this video. It's a little cheap one that I got during Prime Day by Avotor. Yeah, it's good so far. It's nice color and everything. It's podcast related, but I don't care to. What I want to say is I look at the manual. I was about to say I look at the manual and it's just a lot of gibberish, to be honest. But it's working good so far. I like the components added to it, and I set it up without complicating things too much. I understood the input and outputs of everything. This cable, it comes with a small cable that's both for headphones and uh, the microphone itself. But that's not needed for a computer. You just got to look at the back of the computer desktop and see where the input and output is and just match it up. It's not really that complicated. You also got to do a little something with the settings to make sure the microphone volume is all the way up, which I had to do just now, and I can see the difference a lot. It's really capturing a lot of the uh, ambient noise in my room at the moment, which is not a lot because it's still early morning, 7:35 now. So I'll be heading out to my job training. It's full time. Given the pandemic, they're going to be open every day. I don't know my schedule yet. I'm probably going to be told today. And I honestly haven't studied that much of the material, once again, because how at ease the multiple questioning is. And it's got to be like practical. And I'm aware of the steps that I got to take as a lower bay technician, which I am likely going to start off as. It's a pretty good system this company has. But yeah, I'm going to likely start off as a lower bay technician, see how I climb, grow with the company. And I can say, in all honesty, I did not have to kiss any ass. I've been doing the same method that I've been doing throughout the year with all the other jobs that I've applied to. A lot of the other jobs were also high school required jobs. And however this job turns out, I could love it, I could hate it, I don't know. I'm going to experience it first. I'm not going to rely on what other people say of their experiences. And there's a little quote in the employee handbook of this company that I definitely agree with. How perception can be reality when dealing with customer service. That also applies with just a lot of aspects, not all aspects. It's not a principle, but it's a good hint at a lot of aspects. It encourages you to experience things yourself instead of having to rely on what others may think of something, of a job, of a class, of a professor. That's what pissed me off the most back in university. People would hate professors, and when I would try them, hey, they're good. They're challenging. They challenge you, but they're good. They're not bad. But that's the reputation of school in this region, I would say. A lot of other places as well. A lot of Ivy League schools like cheat like crazy. That's and can only imagine the experience that goes on there between the professors and the students. You don't have to be a kiss ass just to succeed. Just challenge yourself. Go through the obstacles. I mean, life would not be interesting, in my opinion, at 27. It would not be interesting without having to face at least a few obstacles. And they're always going to be there. You just gotta make yourself, strengthen yourself by facing them and knowing how to solve the problems and so on. Okay, I got a lot more to say. I will have a lot more to say by the end of the day. But I like this little uh, go to right now. I plan on doing the morning pages like Brian Koppelman of Billions suggested, recommended for writers to do. Write every morning, just, do it like a free flow. Do all the writing you can do as much as you can, and it'll get you somewhere. And I believe that. I was about to do it, but just being so focused on setting up this microphone, I mean, the energy is already there for me to just speak because I wanted to write first and then speak about what my thoughts are. But since everything's already set up now, everything looks good to go so far. I think, yeah, just for now, I'm just gonna wing it with the mic, with speaking into the microphone like I am now. And I like this routine. Hopefully, depending on how my routine would end up, I would like to do this microphone session every morning, at least every morning, when my dad is not here, because I get a little odd when I'm not the only one in the room and I'm talking to a microphone. It kind of feels weird, in my opinion. I don't know what it is. So that's gonna happen. Yeah, every morning, just a microphone session, so I can make more of those journal entries. I'm still declaring it engineering student journal entries, or maybe I could think of something better. I don't know. But this is going to be an engineering student journal entry because I still feel fresh off of school, and my ultimate intention is to go back to school. God willing, if I have the money for it, I'll just get a certification for writing and hopefully get a small job in posting articles in the first place, not only for Wevolver, which I love, I'm so glad I'm a part of it, but also for maybe other tech editorials of any kind that are available. Just, I can't define writing as it is because I just write in a journal and I just go crazy, Pen and paper, that's how I do it. I can't really do typing as a first draft. I gotta do pen and paper. I saw Tenet, and I'm still without COVID so far. This was back in September, and I still have not finished a review for it, which sucks. Before that, the last movie I saw in the theater was Little Women, and that was a great one. I'm so glad I saw that one. It was fresh off of Christmas in January, and is an excellent Christmas movie. I do not care to see any other adaptation. I tried to see the one with Winona Ryder, and I couldn't last 5 seconds in any part of the movie, even from the beginning. I'm like, but yeah, it's still the middle of October. To close off, I've been having a plan on the side to continue to grind on Fallout 4 because I still love the game, but by the time Halloween hits, I'm gonna uninstall because it just so happens that it is a game that starts up in Halloween, the season in the intro, and I've been like really attached to it in a certain way. But once I hit level 100, which would be ending at around Halloween time, I think I'm 84 or something, 86. I'm gonna uninstall. been a great ride, but I'm gonna uninstall and just take a long, long break from it. There are other things to look forward to, like oh shit, we're 10 minutes in. There are other things to look forward to in games, in creating things, in other entertainment, making music, learning music. I would love to learn piano. I just discovered the GarageBand on my phone, how I can use it as a piano, a mini piano, so to speak. Make a little theme for my videos and so on. But that's what's going to happen. That's the goal. And when Halloween strikes, I'm going to go back to Skyrim on very hard. Maybe survival if there's a level like that. Because I really want to dig deep in that one as well. These games have really been Fallout 3 and Skyrim. They came out when I was in high school during very difficult times in my life, and I really thought that Fallout 3 was a very comforting type of it would have been a very comforting type of game given my experience of my family separating in October, which was the month it released. And yeah, it would have been a nice companion to have, in my opinion. And it really gives out great um, great themes, great entertainment, very pulpy like at times, science fiction, retro. Also, they're making a series on it by the people who made Westworld, and that's like the biggest news ever to me. And it's gonna come out on Amazon. None of this Netflix bullshit or anything. So that's something to look forward to, definitely, without a doubt. But this COVID-19 has really put a halt on things. I still feel the need to address it. It's been talked about so much, but since my last journal entry, it feels like it's a real time shift. So things have, I can say without a doubt, things have really, really changed. Speaking of how things really changed, is how I never thought I would go to UTEP, the university. I thought it would just be community college and straight to a job, but no. I had the chance to, which I'll talk about another time, a chance to transfer to UTEP in 2016 when we had the election of Donald Trump. And now that we're facing another election, it turns out I finally have a job. Yeah. I'll be back later.